Welcome back to the Double Knotted Podcast, a sneakers podcast for the average consumer. I'm your host, Kyle Enriquez, always joined by my guy, my co-host, Anthony Torres. How we feeling today, man?
It's a day, quite a day.
It's a
Very interesting day we're having. It's a day, you
it's
know.
a day. Okay, you want to leave it at that, or you want to vent out?
Yeah,
You want to talk
I
about it?
mean, I don't want to vent because I'll lose myself. But it's a day. Just it's a day. It's
Did
a
I
day.
lose you?
Did I? Oh my God, this guy, this guy, always with the subtle Drake references. He never
Of course,
came
man. We're waiting for
across
the
like.
album, man. We waiting for the album.
I mean,
That's
if we're waiting for an album, you heard J. Cole's about to drop an album.
Oh, yes, I saw that. And I'm really excited about that because I feel like with great lyricists, like, of course, J. Cole,
Mhm.
he has a lot to say.
Yes, 100%.
And supposedly Kendrick is dropping two as well next week, I
I
believe.
did not hear that.
Yeah, supposedly TDE dropped something that like a hint that Kendrick was dropping.
Really?
So
See,
two
here's my
greats
thing.
going
I
back to
love
back.
when like lyrical artists drop music, but then see, like if you know me, my auditory comprehension is terrible.
Mhm.
And I need the lyrics. And usually it takes like a couple days for the lyrics to surface.
Mhm.
So like they'll say something and I hear it, but I can't comprehend it. So
Gotcha.
I gotta wait to listen to it.
I see. Are you more of like you got to hear it multiple times, or you actually got to sit down and be like, all right, I got to analyze the track type of vibe?
Well, you wouldn't know about this. Only us higher beings with Apple Music. You're a Spotify guy. Yeah, I said it. I said it.
Wow.
I said it 100%. I said it. We have a feature that it sort of moves the lyrics as it goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're singing along. You're singing along.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay.
Major
But here at
driving hazard.
Spotify, bro, I listen to it numerous times and I just get it. I
Yeah,
just get it,
well,
man.
I'm not that advanced. Okay, I'm not that advanced. All right.
Well, it sucks to suck, man, but it is what it is, right, Torres?
Yeah, it is what it is.
Oh man. But before we get down to business today, I do want to thank everybody for tapping in as always. Always on Instagram, YouTube, even on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Keep up the support. We love you guys. But are you ready to get into some sneaker news, Torres?
Yeah, I'm very excited. Very excited. A lot of fun stuff today.
Fun stuff. Start us off. What we got?
The first one I'm super excited for. Super excited. The Miami Nights LeBron 8. Wait, no, I'm sorry. LeBron 9 low.
LeBron 9 low. Yup.
It's a shoe. It's a shoe. It's a shoe. It's a shoe of shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love that they're bringing back these shoes that like for such a long time when I was younger I looked at as unattainable, couldn't reach it.
Mm-hmm.
And like the best part is people don't appreciate it. So it's only going for
Yup.
like $400 before it even released.
Mm-hmm.
I love that's like a $2,000 shoe. Two
Yup.
to like $1,500, $2,000 shoe.
Yeah, when
know?
they first dropped that pair, man, like people were going crazy.
Yeah.
Like people were going berserk. And I actually checked the price before we hopped on today. Our size in the OG pair
Mhm.
is about $1,200 still.
Yeah.
Which is insane. So I'm really hyped for this shoe. I'm actually gonna help Torres with these Miami Nights, but in return, he's gonna help me out with these South Beaches though.
Yes, South Beach H. So like you like those.
I love those. Like it's really nostalgic for me
Mhm.
because I mentioned on this podcast that I really like the Zoom Generation 1.
Yes.
And the other pair that I really do like is that South Beach LeBron.
You know what? It's that turquoise. It just has like a little yellow in it that makes it like really saturated. That like
Mm-hmm.
sort of was a turn off. It's cool because I never really seen a pair with like an icy bottom. So now that
Mm-hmm.
official photos are surfacing, like I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Like I'd much rather a China 8 than a South Beach 8.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You know what I
And
mean?
I just remember a story actually when those original South Beaches dropped.
Mhm.
They only released in Roosevelt Field Mall.
Really?
So I remember
Really?
like my younger brother Christian
You're gonna
hitting me
bring up
up.
that mall right now. I'm sorry, but
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. That was my bad. That was my bad. That was my bad.
Inside joke between me and Kyle right now. I'm gonna fight Kyle through this camera. I swear.
Ready to throw hands, Torres? Let's go.
But continue, Kyle. Oh my God, this guy.
I love you, Torres, man. You know that. I love you, man. I love you.
too,
But my brother hit me up and was like, yo, Kyle, that mall got the South Beaches. And I was like, all right, so how are we gonna get there?
Mhm.
Like, he's like, yo, I'm about to take the bus. And I'm like, in Long Island, bro, does the bus even come this far? Do you know how to take the bus? And he's like, nah. And like I told my mom, I was like, yo, mom, these shoes are about to come out. They're big. And she's like, I don't care. It's a school day. And I'm like,
So did you end up going for them?
Nah, man.
So the plan was to skip school.
The plan was to skip school, but then we just didn't know how to get there. We were both, young guys in high school, and I was just like, oh God, this is a
That's
nightmare.
that's funny. That's funny.
It-
See, like
it's
I
a
love
nightmare.
your shoes like from that time coming back.
Hmm.
It's like
Hey,
at least you like thought about trying to get it. I just had to look at it and be like, yeah, nope, no chance.
it was like a dream, but now could be a reality for you, Torres.
That's what I'm
Hopefully.
saying. Like, and I love that so much. Like, I'm just hoping to keep it back. Like some things I'm thinking of, like the Watch the Throne 9s,
Mm-hmm.
Shanghai Sparks 8, and
Mm-hmm.
then the one, this is a reach, but I really could see it happening. And if it comes back, I am so glad because people will not appreciate it.
Hit me
The Galaxy Phone Posit.
in OG form.
Who cares? Who cares? I mean, yeah, we don't want no like big bang or nothing like that. But
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's
because like,
fair. I
would
think it
you?
can
I know
happen.
you appreciate it, but would you go for it?
I wouldn't go for it, but I appreciate them bringing it back. That's
Mhm.
my thing.
Beautiful.
Because I know the full story and I
Mhm.
lived during that time when people were going nuts. They were going berserk for foams. Just remember that. They were
Exactly.
going berserk.
No one likes foams anymore. That's such a
Nah,
great shoe.
nah,
Great
man.
shoe. I mean, just one more shoe. We didn't even put this on our list. That's coming out soon. The black and white Kamikaze Low.
Yes, I heard those are coming back out. Yup.
That will be in the Chamber of Secrets. I'm definitely
Okay.
getting that one. Definitely
Oh,
getting that one.
all right.
But just
Big.
love when they bring back these shoes that no one cares about. I love it.
I
Keep it
love it. I
keep it
love it.
keep
Let's
doing.
keep it that way though. I want to keep it that way so that the people who want the pairs get the pairs. That's my biggest thing.
Is that a
Always.
subtle foreshadow?
A little foreshadow for what?
People who need the shoe to get the shoe.
Oh yeah, I hope so. You know what I mean? I hope so.
Okay, all right, we'll just keep pushing.
Okay,
So
go ahead,
next
Torres.
one, next one we're talking about. This one's sort of a little different. So
Mhm.
there's a picture that nobody kill me for pronouncing the name Ahmad Susi
Okay.
at the Ahmed Susi. I don't know. We'll put it on the Instagram so you can see it. But
Mhm.
it's essentially he sort of like I'm gonna call it like sun baked, like a ton of like couple different pairs of off-white sneakers, like the Air Forces, the Converse, and it has like a real yellow hue to it.
Mhm.
And then Virgil Abloh like comments back like this is the exact intended design to it, like an instant vintage.
Mhm.
And like, do you like it?
Personally, like it's cool. Like I think that it looks dope, but here's my thing. I
Mhm,
owned a pair of off-white ones before,
mhm.
and that yellowing technique that he has, I can get that through wearing the shoe a lot. Not as yellow as how he
Yeah.
had it in the picture, but with continuous wear and how the material of the sneaker was, it will turn yellow. And I believe also he did it with the Hyper Dunks as well. That's a primarily
Uh-huh.
based white Flyknit sneaker.
And the
And with
Prestos
wear
and
as well, you know what I mean? And wearing it within the certain conditions, it will turn yellow as well. But like I see where the design aspect is, where like, the I guess vintageizing of the shoe and the
uh-huh.
yellowing. Like I think it's cool. You know what I mean? I think it's sick. Would I prefer it personally? Not really. Like, I would rather wear those shoes out and then get the aging in. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's my thing. Like, right, I'm gonna make a quick parallel to your world. I don't really know if this is correct, but it's sort of like when I see the shoe, right? And then he essentially like baked the shoe. I
Yeah.
like my chips baked. I don't like my shoes baked. Feel me?
Okay. Feel
So
you.
like that bake sort of just puts like a yellow like filter on it. So I mean, it's just like a filter for a photo versus like when you edit the photo, and like I think editing the photo is like vintageization, sort of where you
Hmm.
can tell that story with the different scuffs, the different like bleeding leathers and suedes
Hmm.
versus like just changing the color of the shoe.
Fair. Okay. That's
You know
fair.
what I'm trying to say?
No, I totally agree where you're coming from. 100%. Like you kind of want to fast forward your shoe 10 years without it having the damage of being a 10-year-old shoe,
Well,
basically.
I mean, and it doesn't at all. Cause I mean, with the wearing, the distressing, that tells that story. Like I get it. It's still false. Like it didn't really happen, but like it's
Hmm.
cool. Like
Right.
you see where the thought process is. Like this one is just, it looks like you
Yeah.
stepped in a bucket of apple juice.
Yeah, and plus, like, I can see where like the concept is, where it's pretty unique. Like like it's as if you're sunbathing. Like you took your shoes on vacation, you were like, you know what, here, go on vacation too.
Hmm.
Just sunbathe, get tan, or
Hmm.
at this point, sun yellowed.
Yeah.
But I think it's cool. I think the concept is cool, and plus the fact that like the shoes are like look like they're dead stock, all dead stock. So the guy definitely either spent his money for the pairs or however he got his pair. So I respect that.
So you like it?
I like it. It's cool.
You'd wear yellow shoes?
Would I wear yellow shoes, like all yellow shoes?
I mean, the yellow off whites, like
I
essentially. Would
would
you
wear the
have an all
ones.
white pair, like one of the Air Forces? We'll say. Well, you don't really like Air Force. The Prestos. Let's say the Prestos, the all white
I'll wear the
Prestos,
Presto. I'd wear the Presto.
and it's yellow though.
Well, in the picture, it didn't look like really yellow, like more
It
of
was
like kind of
pretty
like a
yellow.
vintageized yellow. Like it was like in the middle. It was in the middle of both.
It was an apple juice Presto. That's-
Would
So
you rock it, Torres?
you would wear that like light wash.
I'd wear a light wash. Yeah.
I'd like to say I won't, but then again, I have the like the sale off white fives, so I think I'd be a
Hmm.
hypocrite if I said no.
Yeah.
But who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
You know?
But shout out to him, man. It was dope. It was a dope idea. I liked it.
Yeah, it was cool. Next one, ruffle some feathers. A lot of people get mad over this one.
I know it was big. It was a little viral. So TikTok. I'm gonna use his username is not Louis. He basically gave his reaction on the Flyease OG, which is the slip-on sneaker,
Mhm.
where like you basically have no laces. You put your foot in there, and then basically you're good to go. But the shoe was intended for those who are disabled. People who have difficulty putting their shoes on. And supposedly, and I was doing some back research on this, that Nike did a limited run of the shoe on April 30th, which originally was supposed to be released early in the year, but they pushed it back. I don't know for what reason, but they pushed it back to the 30th. And it sold out instantaneously. It wasn't dropped on sneakers. It was dropped on the regular website, Nike.com. People were getting upset because the resale prices right now for each pair, there were 3 colorways, they're about $700 a piece. And it's pretty upsetting because people who actually need the shoe and help them improve like their way of life can't get it because the resellers are holding the market. So Torres, how do you feel about that, man?
I definitely think I have a weird opinion on it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I definitely agree with you. Like the shoe is intended for people with disabilities. It should be given to people
Mm-hmm.
with disabilities. But I can't help but look at it for what it is, and that is Nike made a new technology,
Mm-hmm.
and not only that, the shoe is super limited to begin with
Mm-hmm.
because of how much they put in circulation.
Right.
Like this is all factors that lead to a high resale price.
Right.
Like I'm not really mad about that because like I'm not surprised. Like
Mm-hmm.
you looked at the Vapor Max when the Vapor Max first came out, it went for a
Crazy.
lot.
Mm-hmm.
You can find it at the outlets now.
Right.
Same thing with Adidas and that sock they came out with called the NMD. Okay,
Yep.
that thing, yeah. All right, look at this. We got Boost. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? It's just like the sort of like the nature of the cycle of shoes.
Mm-hmm.
A new technology comes out. Plus, Nike made it even more fun, barely even putting any pairs out.
Mm-hmm.
What do we expect is gonna happen?
Right. No, I totally agree. Like I understand, like we understand, especially
Mhm.
if you listen to this podcast that, sneakers have now turned into a business, which is crazy. And it's sad because like the best example too that I thought of when people are reselling a shoe that can help improve somebody's life was also you feeling guilty of reselling a Dornbecker sneaker in a way. Like
Yeah,
it's kind of in the same boat, like when I was thinking about it.
a little bit.
Because
But
the
like,
the
I feel like it's not like people are wearing them for like hype purposes. You know what I mean? Like, because if I hit like, I'm not gonna lie, I resell a lot. But
Mhm,
if I get it, like I'm gonna keep it for myself because that's just a
mhm,
cool shoe. But like
right.
the thing I was thinking of is like the Vapor Next Percent.
Yes.
When that
Mhm.
came out, it was a new technology. Everyone wanted it.
Yep.
But like no matter what, for a long period of time, it was a very hard to get shoe.
100%. 100%.
You know what I mean? And that's just the nature of it.
Yeah. And it's funny too, because we actually reached out to our double knotted community and we asked them how they felt about this.
Mhm.
And a lot of people were actually like, yo, I didn't even know this released. Like, I actually wanted to get a pair from my family member. Like, one of my boys, Ralph, he was really livid when he saw that video. He was like, come on, man, like people need this. And, I have friends who work in the health profession
Mhm.
and they're like, yo, this shoe can actually make an impact on people's lives. So, I hope Nike, does the right thing, puts a lot more of these pairs in circulation and gets it into the right people's hands. That's just, that's how I feel about the situation of that sneaker right now.
Yeah, no, I agree. But at the same time, it's a shoe and it's just doing what shoes does. Like
Hmm.
any shoe, if a shoe comes out, you got to be super knowledgeable and super skilled to obtain it.
Yeah.
And this is just the same thing as that.
Yeah. It's just a sad circumstance.
It
That's what
is.
it
It
is.
really is.
Like
But
it really is. Like,
as
man,
you previously stated, it is what it is.
it is what it is,
It
man.
is what it is.
It is what it is. But Torres, what's next on the list, man? Because I think I
Um,
don't know how I feel about this next shoe. I don't know how I feel about it.
really, honestly,
I
I
don't
thought
know.
you'd be like a super fan.
Ah, man, what is it?
It's the AJKO Jordan 1, the Chicago colorway that's coming out.
Okay. I like the colorway. Like,
Mhm.
anything Chicago I like, but I
Of
just
course.
never
Have you?
liked the
Sorry, what?
AJKO.
What?
I just never liked the AJKO.
Really? Did
Yeah, you
didn't
know
you have? Did
why?
you have them?
I don't have a AJKO. No, I don't.
Did you have them previously?
No, never
Okay.
had them. The reason why I didn't really like them was because it was all canvas sneaker.
Mm-hmm.
And like I just never really looked good in canvas shoes. Like they just looked too bulky on my feet.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like more of like a personal preference, but I like the shoe. Like I think it's cool. I think it's a great alternative
Well, you have
if you
Vans, right?
can't buy the leather ones. What's up?
You have Vans, right?
The Vans?
You have Vans.
I have Vans, but they're not all canvas. Some have leather.
I mean, Vans like for the most part canvas, like the black and white pair, regular, right?
Yeah, but that's different though. Like that's different. Like you can buy those for like $55 versus like a all canvas Air Jordan 1, which is like 140. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I mean, for me, I don't think it's the material that affects me because I like canvas. I like different materials. Like the
Mm-hmm.
Balvin is canvas, and I love the way it came out.
Mm-hmm.
It's more so just the cut of the shoe
Mm-hmm.
that gives me like famous footwear Jordan 1 vibes. You know what
Right.
I mean? Because I remember even researching the shoe before. It's not like confirmed, but it's sort of like a sneaker rumor that the
Mm-hmm.
AJKO, the KO literally stands for knockoff.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
Dropping
So
the
I mean,
knowledge. Okay, Torres.
you could see why. You know
I
what I
could see
mean?
why. Yeah.
You could see why. Just the cuts are really weird. But I did see a pair that I think you would like because I was researching, and
Mm-hmm.
then I saw one for sale, a 1985 pair.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually like yellowed like in a really unique way, which
Right.
sort of made it look fire.
Yeah. No, the 1985 ones look good of the AJKO. I just felt like as the years went on, because like I remember the 2009 pair
Mhm.
where they had like the aged midsole. I don't know if you remember that pair.
I do not.
Yeah, they released in 2009 and the shoe was a really nice cut. Like it was nice and slim, but people were just, it's funny now that we're talking about it, but they didn't want to buy the shoe because it was aged.
Really? That's
But then
interesting.
now, vice versa, in 2021, people want to
Mhm.
buy anything that's vintage or aged, which is
Yeah.
funny.
No, it is. But I mean, it's just I see the shoe, I see more like Terminator than Jordan 1.
Terminator.
Yeah, like the Terminator?
I know the Terminator. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know that.
like a Terminator, Blazer,
Hmm.
Prestige, even a little bit.
Yeah, it
But
kind of reminds me of a Vandal a little bit, like the air, like a
exactly,
Nike Vandal.
exactly,
100%
exactly.
reminds me of a Vandal. Like gives me the Vandal vibes. Like all you have to do is just put a strap on it.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, no, 100%. That's at very yes,
To the
literally.
T, to the point.
Yes, 100%, 100%.
Yeah, but no, I think it's cool. I think it will give people an opportunity to, hopefully get a pair of Air Jordan 1s. Like
Mhm,
everyone loves Air Jordan 1s now.
mhm.
I checked the market on them. They're kind of high right now for that price. It was about what I think like 350 in our
I,
size.
I didn't check. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I checked it earlier. It was about 350. So I was like, okay, not bad.
I mean,
But
I was glad the day we're recording this is the day the patina ones came out,
yeah, I saw
and
that.
I'm sort of glad to see that a one could come out with little resale value. You know what I mean?
100%.
It's refreshing to see one flop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But speaking of ugly shoes, I'm sorry. For Market Watch, we're
Okay.
talking about the Stingwater SB Magic Mushroom.
Okay. First and foremost, who is paying $600 for the shoe right now? I want to know, Torres, because I don't like the shoe, man. I don't like it. There's no swoosh. Like, where is the swoosh?
There's a
Like,
swoosh. It's a jewel swoosh.
yeah, it looks off to me. It
It,
looks
it
weird to
does look
me.
weird. Here's the thing: whenever you incorporate a jewel swoosh, it's like you're making a soup. That's a very strong ingredient.
Okay.
A translucent sole, outsole and midsole, that's a very strong ingredient you're mixing in that soup. Those two
Mhm.
ingredients are going to clash,
Right.
and you could see it. It just it doesn't it. it didn't work for me. Didn't work.
No, I'm not a fan. Like this soup definitely is in the testing stage right now, but
It's in the
I
beta
know
stage.
it's in the testing stage for me. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, this is interesting, but then I was like, okay, how much are people like early gonna buy this shoe for? And I was like, my size is going for 650. Like, why
Mhm.
is it going for 650? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're planning to go for this shoe, please just try to get it for retail.
Yeah.
Like, please. I'm like, that's my fair warning. That's what I'm gonna say.
Sincerely, if you're planning to get the shoe, reach out to us, send us a DM. Gonna
Hmm.
try to persuade you to get a different shoe. Honestly.
Yeah.
I just don't I don't see the appeal in this one. The
Yeah.
cool touch was the sting water sort of dripping,
Hmm.
but like it just didn't make sense to me for the story of the shoe. It's supposed to like resemble a mushroom, a
Hmm.
magic mushroom.
Yeah, it was a little
I
tough for me.
don't
It was tough for me. Like maybe like after saying a mushroom, like I see the little specks, like reminds me of like Toad from Mario. Like, but other than that, I just can't do it. I can't do it with this one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I'm a hype beast, and I still don't like it. Like I'm just being honest here. Like that's when you know. But
Oh
yeah,
God. But man, nah, that was you know what I think, Torres? I think that was the first time that we actually agreed on a sneaker that we were like, nah, this is a pass. Like we can't do this right now.
yeah,
100%.
yeah. I mean, yeah,
To
sort
my
of, yeah,
knowledge, to my knowledge, ever since we started this podcast.
yeah. I mean, we have a lot of different opinions and a lot of different shoes, so
Hmm.
refreshing.
Yeah, it's refreshing. But if you made it this far for this episode, do want to thank you guys for tapping in. Like always, like, subscribe, and comment. I'm your host, Colin Riquez.
Anthony Torres.
We'll catch you guys later. Peace.